Alright, I just watched Scrapper Dave. I'm totally confused now. He's saying he's going to get away from depopulating. Now, this is one of them big flat screen TVs. Look like it's about a 50-inch, I don't know. Anyhow, that back is steel or shred, and this, I got 4 pieces of aluminum off that, plus this back. I got 8 1/4 pounds of aluminum here. I got 9 1/2 pounds of steel, 3 1/4 pounds of green board, and I don't know how to tell on these boards whether they're low grade, mid grade, high grade. I don't know. I'm gonna depend on Scrapper Dave. And then I got these long pieces here that's got gold. There's 2 of them. I got wire. So my calculations, if I'm looking at this right, now I got these speakers too. These things they're flat. Never seen them like that, but I'm assuming that's just going to be shred. Anyway, I included that in on that 9 1/2 pounds of steel. I didn't weigh these screws and stuff. There's more of them than that. There's brass inserts in these, but I don't know how hard that'd be to get out of there, or whether it even be worth fooling with. Just put it in with the shred. Not a whole lot of wires. And these things here, I don't know what these are. There's little round things in there. It looks like it might have been some kind of I don't know what the hell this is. But on the back side, there's 2. Is that a speaker of some kind, or? I don't know. But with my calculations, and I got 3 more of these TVs like this. I'm gonna work on the calculations some more. 8 1/4 pounds of aluminum, and I think this aluminum here would bring me actually, I believe I got more than 8 1/4 pounds. This big piece here, you know, I thought that screen part was going to be stuck to that. But now I got something else here that I can't. I'm hoping that on this piece of aluminum, there's some kind of e-waste. You know what? I'm going to screw a piece off of that. Okay, I'm going to do a little reenactment. I said I would show how I got this little fire started yesterday. And As you can see, I was heating up these things here like that. And as you can see, that little hose started burning. And as I pull them out like that, some of that dropped down there in my basket. And that's how I got, dang, did I just burn my finger? Anyway, that's how I started that fire. It was carelessness on my part. Start with, I should have something around this thing if I'm going to burn stuff like that. But I was pulling the wires out, heating them up and pulling the wires out, and that's how I did that. And had I not been sitting here when that thing started smoking and I smelled it and looked down there and saw it, if I'd been like in the house, that would have caught on fire, then my bench would have caught on fire, then my shed would have caught on fire. So how about that? Anyway, that's how the big fire got started. And the Scrap Hawk asked me about that and a couple others. But how did I do that? Well, that's how I did it. And I'm starting to really question. See that little bitty piece of brass right there? That's going in my brass pot. I don't know what that come off of. But I'm finding bits and pieces. But back to these flat screen TVs. Oh, I got 3 more of them things to do. I'm going to go over my calculations again and see exactly how much I can get off of that. But I gotta look at the board prices, and a lot depends on whether I have to send them boards off and pay shipping, or I got somebody local that will buy those things. I think there is. And for the bottom line, though, if I don't have to ship them, that's gonna be the best way to go. Scrapper Dave mentioned that he's thinking about quitting depopulating these boards and stuff. And I'm thinking about running an ad on Craigslist to the scrappers and see if they'll sell me these flat screens that they don't want. If my calculations is right on that 50-inch one, if my calculations is right, I can get somewhere around $12 to $14 in scrap off of them. And if I could get scrappers, just, save up 10 or 15 of them and bring them by here to me, I wouldn't mind giving them, 2, 2.5, maybe even 3, depending on the size of them. Now, the smaller ones I wouldn't be able to give as much, but I would buy them for that if I can get, that much scrap money out of them and not have to go out and get them. And right now, my biggest problem is getting out and getting stuff. I mean, I see stuff along and I'll snag it. But as far as having to go out and hunt them down, that costs money, and time. You start hunting them things, you're burning gas. So, I'm kind of kicking that around in my head. I love taking things apart, but you guys that saying those things are worthless, you kiss my grits. They ain't worthless. They have value. And I'm assuming there's always going to be, them things don't last as long as the old CRT TV did. They don't last nowhere near as long. They break at the drop of a hat. And computers are the same way. And printers. So I'm kicking that around. We'll see.